Good morning, everyone. I do believe we are recording. This is Kelly Renee, and you've joined Sharing Our Shine. This is my very first Whip and Wonder. I'm anxious to get started. I'm looking forward to it. I expect we'll go about an hour and a half. I've got the canvas at the ready, and to show you what I'm working on, here is the image of the canvas. This is a special project for me. Not only is this canvas a gift, I purchased this canvas back in 2021 on Amazon. I've been diamond painting since 2019, and this was one of my acquisitions way back then. But this year, 2023, we lost Paris after 12 years to cancer, and this diamond painting is being gifted to her owner. So I hope it brings her joy, remembrance, and all the things that spark that special feeling. I'm working very hard on it. It's not a canvas that always cooperates with me. It is a budget canvas. It is a couple of years old, and it looks like I have a little something something. Okay, we got rid of that. It's fighting with me. The glue is not good. The printing is not good. I've got a lot of trash in the drills. There's a lot of gapping. There's ways to mitigate all of that. I'm hoping that I have the drills that I need to finish the canvas. If not, I'll purchase what I need if it's not in my spares. All the things. But I really like the image, and I am working with this canvas. I will complete it. It will be as good as I can make it. And this is just part of the process. And we're going to talk a little bit about that because I'm going to tell you a little bit about my diamond painting journey and what my future journey is going to look like, and one of the reasons that I started this channel. I've been a spectator of the YouTube social space for lots of my crafting, and this is the year going into 2024 that I decided to be more than just a spectator. I wanted to participate. I want to do collaborations. I want to host events. I want to be a voice in the community. And I hope that voice lends itself to contribute to your diamond painting practice. Join me when I whip and wonder and share my acquisitions, purchases with you as I've shared your purchases during your videos. So hopefully you enjoy this, and we will move forward together. Before I actually get started, I wanted to share a video that I shot on let me hit play video. There we go. This is a video that I shot. It's just looping right now. But this is my kitting up station. The arrangement and the tools that I use in this station are not my original idea. I got the ideas from YouTube. And when I saw this as an option for kitting up, I was using Elizabeth Ward and many other. Gosh, I have lots and lots of kitting up options that I've tried over the years. This is where I landed. And as you can see, this is kind of stadium seating, that's what I call it, with the flip top Tic Tac containers, all numbered. I think it holds 77 or 78 containers, and which is appropriate because I do have diamond paintings with up to 70, high 60s number of colors, and some of these containers will have to be used multiple times for the bigger bags. But one of the things that I discovered, as you'll see in this video right about there, this platform does hold the Elizabeth Ward containers as well. So I do have a very tall one of the largest Elizabeth Ward containers in the same seating. So if you have Elizabeth Ward and you wanted something that was a little bit more elevated and be able to hold more of the containers because you have a large project you're working on, consider this. This is a Stamp and Supply Stadium that I got from Joann's. I believe Diamond Paintings by Laura. This is where I saw it. I already had the containers. All I needed was the racking. And I got it on a sale at Joann's I believe I paid like $16, $17 for it, and I think the regular price is 23 or 24. So still affordable. I do have it sitting on one of those tables that you put monitors on and it rotates in 360 degrees. I just love it. I put some magnetic strips on the back of it to hold various cover minders. I'm a taper for my multiplacer, so my tape is hanging there as well. So it really is serviceable. And this is what I'm going to be using moving forward. It holds my funnels, my tape, my cover minders, anything extra that I have on the side here. So I wanted to share that with you so that you could see, because it's out of camera range as I'm just focusing on the canvas right now. But that's how I get up. And I'm going to talk about that. I'm going to try some things that I started with when I first started diamond painting, like working out of baggies. I haven't done that in years. But I'm going to share a few things with you as we kind of go on with our whip and chat. So let me pick a symbol to start with. I'm going to start with a symbol that I keep on the desk in one of my mini containers here. I'm going to start with the small T. I see some small T's happening up in this area, so we'll go ahead and start with that and get started. So I've got a array of topics that we can discuss, and I do have a setup for my camera that is blocking my access and my view just a little bit, not too much. I've tried to arrange it in such a way that I can get to everything, but I kind of have to go under the camera, if you will. I'm trying not to bump this camera. If I bump it, you see how it shakes just a little bit? I'm gonna try to avoid that shaking do my very best to do that. So, but if I accidentally bump it, apologies in advance. Trying to avoid it. But I've got an array of topics that I kind of, this isn't scripted at all. But I did list out the things that I wanted to share with you, things that I'm wondering about, and wondering your feelings on the same topics, and hoping that you will share your thoughts in the comments. I hope that you'll consider, if you have any room in your YouTube viewing budget, to subscribing to my new channel and seeing how that fills a void or adds to your pleasure as you watch your usual content creators. But consider that as we go along. Alright, what am I wondering about? Well, I have a list of things. One of the things that recently came to mind, there's another couple of T's, are specialty drills. I watch a lot. YouTube is kind of like my regular TV. I don't watch regular TV very much. I really rely on my streaming channels, Hulu, Netflix, that sort of thing, to find things I want to watch and don't go to regular TV very often. I haven't in years, to be honest. But one of the things came to mind are specialty drills. ABs. Come on, I've got wax on here. And I don't know why it's failing me. Maybe I need to wax up. I watch a lot of your videos, and there seems to be, I won't say a consensus, because not everybody has a YouTube channel, but from what I've seen, AB drills or crystal drills are much loved. I like them too. But I've seen recently some things that I was just wondering, generally speaking, will you guys, I hit the camera, I see a little jingling, my apologies. I'm really trying to avoid that, but it's very, very close. And it's just inevitable. It's inevitable. I have things rigged up to minimize that shaking, but ugh. It's gonna happen, people. It's gonna happen. Okay, here are my thoughts on specialty drills. I like ABs in very small doses. I think of specialty drills as kind of an accent. And when I was kind of venturing into the, um, see how bad this glue is? I don't know if you saw that, but this drill, yeah, you did see it. Came off of my finger. Oh, this glue. Um, in very small doses. And I was shopping on some of the international sites. Excuse me. And I'm starting to see diamond paintings being offered in all ABs, much like crystals. Canvases or patterns are being offered in all crystal. I see that more of a thing than I do with an all AB canvas. As a matter of fact, when I was out and shopping on the international sites, I did not buy a couple of the offered kits because they were all AB. I really liked the image, and I was willing to give the shop a try, but they did not offer that kit in just standard drills. It was all AB or nothing, or all crystal and nothing. So I had to pass. It wasn't something I was looking for. So I think, and I'm just kind of re-venturing into the budget sites, the international sites. So I could be wrong about this. But I'm kind of thinking this is a new thing. All ABs? Like all ABs? That's a big pass for me. I like them as accents to draw attention to themselves and to their surrounding neighbors on a canvas. Do you all think this is a trend? Is this just a fad? Is this a passing thing? Is this something the manufacturers are just trying because ABs are kind of the rage? Are we sending them the right message that are we looking for excuse me, canvases that are all ABs? I just never, I have been living, okay, I started diamond painting in 2019, and I started with canvases that I bought on Amazon, unsure if this was a hobby that I would even enjoy. The first time I heard it, I'm like, diamond painting, what's that? Oh, it's probably mixed media journaling. When I was watching YouTube and this new thing called diamond painting surfaced, and while I watched a lot of craft videos, I had never heard of it. So I was curious enough to click in. And at first I was very confused. I'm like, what? I don't understand. But after watching that video and many others, I started to get clued in and I wanted to try it. And I was interested. I got a little hooked. And I diamond painted pretty regularly. That's a hard word for me, so I apologize when I butchered it. And I took about a year and a half off with no buying, no diamond painting, and focusing on adult coloring for that time. And I found my way back to diamond painting. The latter part of 2023, I had a stash, a growing stash. I had a few budgets, but I had ventured into the premium world. And I have amassed, or started amassing, premium kits, Diamond Art Club, Dreamer Designs, and a few others at the time. Currently, I have about 100 to 130 or so. Well, I think I have about 130 actually, maybe a little bit more premiums in my current stash. And as I was acquiring those premiums back in the day, 2021, 2022, I started gifting or donating the budget kits that I didn't have an interest in any longer to Goodwill and to a few people that I ran into along the way that were interested. So I had very few. And I'm starting to venture back into the budget world. A lot of reasons for that. And I'm at an age where retirement is on my radar. I've been doing what I'm doing in my current trade for this is my 30th, 2024 will be my 30th year. Is that true? No. I started in my field in 92, be 32 years. And I'm of an age where I need to start planning for retirement as far as in my head, what that life is going to look like, feel like. And I know that at 80 bucks a canvas and more is not something that is sustainable financially for me. I need to wind down. I need to dial it back. And I can certainly buy fewer premiums and keep up that, stay in that market. But I'm choosing not to. And I'm going to talk about that as well. But specialty drills overall is something that I feel should just be used in the design space of it all as accent beads or drills. Am I just like old school? Am I just like not with it? Am I not clued in? How do others feel? I'm wondering how. Let me get a little drink here. Very groggy this morning. How do others feel about it? I'm just curious. Is that something you're trying just to see how it turns out? Is that something you've been wishing for? I wonder. For me, metallic beads, let me try this. I usually have 2 or 3 pens per project at the ready. This one I have 3. This is a clay pen. They're inexpensive. This I think was $12 maybe. This is a hand-turned pen with sorry I hit the camera, with a steel tip and a 4 or 5 placer. And this is another clay pen, a little bit fatter, with 2 multi-placers on either end that I keep on my table. Oh, that was a big hit. Apologies. But an all specialty painting canvas, are we going to see all pixie dust or glitter or fairy dust? I think those names are all interchangeable. Canvases? Are we going to see all metallic? I don't think so. I haven't seen it yet, but I didn't expect to see all AB canvases either. And that is showing up. That is available on the budget sites, on the international sites. I'm just wondering, what's the future of that? What are your thoughts? Feel free to use the comment area to let me know your thoughts. I'm really curious. I won't be venturing into that lane. It's not for me, all ABs. And like I said, I've already passed on some purchases because that's the only way it was offered. I'm going to go for these arrows. That's the other tray. This is a multi-placer tray that I get from Creations by LEP on Etsy. Love these trays. I have multiples. I have another order coming. But I'm going to use that for the arrows right there. That's what this tray is. And I do use a dry erase marker to mark the symbol on the tray so I don't forget what is in a particular tray. You can see the red arrow up the top. This is a little trick I use to help me remember, okay, what bead is this? Dry erase marker, You can just erase it with a little bit of water. You can clean it better with a little spritz of alcohol, and I keep an alcohol bottle on my workspace. It's a little spray bottle. The top is red because it denotes alcohol versus water. And I use that to spritz and clean my trays. Anywho, specialty drills. What are your thoughts? Full canvas, accents? I think they should be used by the designers of them all as accent beads and not as full canvas. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I'm gonna count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, you get a train going here. If you've never multi-placed, that's my multi-placer. I use the curved ones that I get on Etsy. They're a little bit pricey. They're 3D printed, but I love them. I don't use the straight ones anymore. I only use the curved ones. I only have one set from her. I do have a second set in a different color. In my cart on Etsy. I didn't pull the trigger yet. I went shopping on Temu instead, and we're going to talk about that. Oh, you guys have really triggered me. You've enabled me. I both bless you for it and curse you for it. But I've discovered I keep a straightener just on my small clay pen. This canvas, whoosh. Okay, let me stop going on and on about it because I'll get depressed. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I don't know how many. We'll start with 4. If you've never, I'll put my tray under the camera here so I can show you. And go down. And I'm a little bit at an angle here because of where the camera is. I'm not getting great placement. Doing the best I can. I'll do better in different areas where I have a little bit more airspace to work with. But I'm trying to go under this camera without banging it. It's inevitable, as I said when I started. Yeah, I'm gonna bang this baby. And the screws fight me a little bit. Okay. Get it as straight as I can, and as I get more of the surrounding drills in place, I'll be able to straighten out these beads a little bit better. But they need neighbors. They don't do well on their own. They need to be supervised. And it looks like I have 2 here. Yeah, okay. I'm going to try to get to those. Okay. I want to... Now that we finished the specialty drill discussion, at least... I think I put one too many on here. Let me find another spot for it. Talk about some of the tools on my desk. We talked about super sticky patty wax. We talked about the pens I'm using. I have 3 clay pens. I talked about creations by LEP on Etsy trays. I also use cat-proof trays. I do have those at the ready. Those are the big ones. I do have one that I'm using for this project, which is my biggest color, which is the white, or 3865. And those trays come with lids. They're very flexible lids. See? They flex. And they have a nice snug fit. And this is full of 3865 that I keep under my kitting up station here. And what else do I have? Well, that's what's in play at my desk. I have more things. I'm using an A2 light board for this canvas. This is a 40 by 50 canvas, if I didn't say that, and it has 25 colors. And these are the cover minders. I have 3 working right now. Here's a purse. That was something I got in Hobby Lobby. I think it was going to be like a necklace or some type of element. This is one of my clay dolls that I get from Etsy. You just stick a magnet on the back of it and call it a cover minder. They're so cute. And the last one that I have, holding my parchment paper in place and being a roll stop for my pens, is my little top hat. It's one of my favorite ones. So small, so cute. But I generally have several cover minders in play. when I'm diamond painting. And I wanted to show, I'm going to pick up just a couple of beads here on your multi-placer. I just picked up 2 and I'm going to drop 2. Just roll it in. If I was better positioned, I would have had a better placement, but it's not unusual to have to kind of readjust. I'm going to try that again. Hopefully I won't have to adjust too much. Roll it in. Put this down. And let me see if I can get under here. There we go. Okay. Oh, I don't like horizontal. I'm not good at horizontal placement. I do my best. I'm much more of a vertical girl. I have to concentrate more when I'm trying to place horizontally. Some people are much better at that than they are vertical, but I'm the other. Now, let's talk about my journey for diamond painting. Started, like so many others, buying budget kits, and my source was Amazon. It was just readily available. They had a variety. I just chose an image I liked. I watched your channels on YouTube to figure out how to do it. Had some success, had some frustration when I first started. But I hung in there. I enjoyed the process. I enjoyed the results. I did finish my first few diamond paintings I bought. And of course, it's easy to understand. I'm going to need a piece of parchment paper. Because usually when I load up, because I am a taper, I don't use that one. Yeah. Let me pick up 4 more. Or 3 more. I like to kind of flatten them. I used to use putty. I use wax in my single placer, and I use tape on my multiplayers, double stick tape. Not too many tapers out there, at least that I've seen. Maybe you're out there and you have a channel, and I just haven't lucked up on it. But I don't see a lot of people using double stick tape on their multiplacers. They're using putty, wax, or glue dots. Those are generally the go-tos. But I tried tape one time, a while ago, out of curiosity, and never went back. It's just too easy to use. I've gotten so used to it that I stuck with tape on my multiplayers. Doesn't matter the size of the multiplacer. I only use double stick. I gave up on the wax some time ago and went to putty, and I used the museum putty, Quake Hold, I think it's called, on Amazon. And I stuck with that for a minute. But then I really started getting annoyed with the stringiness of it. I just became more and more frustrated. And it encouraged me to try the tape. And that was frustrating as well, because I went through different brands until I finally found a brand from Amazon that just worked the way that I hoped it would. And maybe it was just persistence. But there's a lot of brands available on Amazon. But the lining was the right kind of lining on the tape. It was thick. It was easy to peel. It gave up its stickiness because, with whatever you use, wax, putty, the stickiness of that medium needs to be less sticky than the stickiness of the canvas, because if it's not, those drills aren't coming off your tool. I'm going to pick up 4. I showed picking up 2. Let me pick up 4. I've got 4. I use the parchment paper kind of just to settle them in so they're not all wonky. I'm going to lay that in, roll it back and forth, and lift. And then adjust if necessary. I don't think about it. I've been multi-placing for some time now. And whether I'm using my 12 placer or my 4 placer, I don't generally use anything smaller than a 4 placer. I'm just so accustomed to it, I just pick it up, use it, and keep going. I don't even think. But budget kits. So I started with budget kits, bought a few on Amazon, completed them, and really enjoyed the craft. And then I found the premium houses, Diamond Art Club, Dreamer Designs. A couple of them, Mary's Diamonds, went out of business sometime, or were bought out. And other sites calling themselves premiums that either may or may not, because I don't even remember my early days. I probably stuck with Diamond Art Club. It's what I have the most of. And we'll be buying another one today that is just getting released that I decided I must have. I'm not even sure how much it costs, but I do have points. And I'm going to use some of those points to get a $50 off. Isn't that odd? If you only buy budget, and I'm talking about using a coupon to buy a premium kit to get $50 off. Yeah, they're expensive. And they are outside the price point of many. Either because they simply don't have the means to purchase or are choosing not to spend that kind of money on their hobby. It doesn't matter which is true. It's personal choice. And I don't think one way or the other. They spend their money on what they want. I do the same. And the world goes round. No tea, no shade. Buy what you want, where you want. Life is short, and happiness is something and joy that we should all seek. And however you find that. Now let's not judge each other because one has the means and the taste for these premium kits and others do not, and therefore they have to be put in their place. That is nonsense. Absolute nonsense. No. But this is where I am in the budget kits. I'm jumping back in. One, because, like I said, as I move into retirement, that is going to be a price point that I hope that I can continue in this hobby in the manner that I want to stay in. And that is where my spending dollar is going to have the most punch. I have a number of premium kits, so I'm lucky in that vein because I really like them. I do have a stash, so I can scratch that itch in the future because they're not going anywhere. I'm not destashing anything. I have a couple I might destash. But for the most part, I'm not destashing, so I have access to them. But the international sites are allowing me, based on my recent shopping, okay, to buy themes that I would not have otherwise purchased. For example, and keep it simple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I got a whole train. Okay, let me go ahead and get started. Like, I wanted this tiger. And the problem is, the premium sites do have tiger diamond paintings with that as a theme. But they're also anywhere from $50 to $90. And I want a tiger, I just don't want one at that price point. So I don't have a tiger in my stash. in a premium kit. I just don't have one. Not only can I get one from the international sites, but man, oh man, do I have options. Tigers with some flowers is the one that I've picked, that I purchased. It's on its way. But I can get lions, tigers, and bears. I purchased one of those keepers, 30 pages, 60 pages, for 30 by 40. I think it's an A3 from Temu. I know they're of lesser quality than the Art Dot ones, but I'm fine. I purchased that at Temu, and I want one of those portfolios to be my Wild Kingdom. I want just animals in there. I'm a big animal lover. I'm a dog person, and I'm generally a big animal lover. Love animals. Like, I even want penguins. There is a premium kit that I've been thinking about getting, and I should either pull the trigger or stop thinking about it before it goes out of stock and becomes unavailable. And I think I'm gonna buy it. I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, I did buy one from the budget sites, or at least I put it in my cart. I don't know if I pulled the trigger on it yet, and I better do that if I want it. But it's penguins. Wild Kingdom doesn't have to all be Serengeti and Asia, but I want aquatic creatures, animals in my Wild Kingdom. And that's not a portfolio that I can pursue in the premium world. It would just, the cost of that would be prohibitive. So I think, from what I've seen on YouTube at your channels, I think the quality of of budget kits has improved. From what I've seen. I have some Temu orders in the other room that I got on December the 23rd, December the 24th, and December the 27th. Today's the 30th. I have not opened those packages. They're still sitting there, unopened. I'm going to open them on the channel. And I'm hoping that unboxing, that will be labeled on my channel as R&R videos. Reveal and react. My raw reaction. I have resisted the urge to jump into those bags to see what I bought. Know what I bought. I just don't know what's in the bag because I can't remember everything. But I'm looking forward to those videos. Those are some of the most fun videos that I've seen on YouTube that I enjoy watching. Your unbaggings and unboxings, especially from the budget. I've seen Diamond Art Club products, Dreamer Designs, Orloa, Diamond Art Studio UK, Diamond Painting Shop. I know all the premium sites. Good grief. Bella Art. I got a Bella Art coming. I paid top dollar for it. I think it was $75. But I really wanted it. And that's coming. I think it was shipped. I don't have it yet. But I really enjoy watching those videos. It's like, oh, I wonder if they have a link to it. Oh, I wonder if they give you the item number. And thank you, Bewitched Cat, for those item numbers. Oh my goodness. And those of you that give the links, thank you. I have made use of them. And I think I probably will give links or item numbers or something in my descriptions in the box when I do my my R&R videos. Reveal and react. They are my unbagging, unboxing videos. Yeah, because I gotta be extra, I gotta be different. We're all in the same YouTube entertainment space with diamond painting, but it doesn't mean that we have to be cookie cutters of one another, right? We can just be our true selves. And Whip and Chat is fine as a label, but I wonder about things. I wonder what other people think, so I decided to call my videos Whip and Wonders. And I like the 2 W's. feels like fun. And if I can't have fun doing this channel, I'll stop doing the channel. I'm doing this for fun. I'm doing this to extend my diamond painting orbit. Not because I'm looking to be the most popular this or the most popular that or monetization. And that's not why I choose to be here. I'm choosing to go through this extra effort in making videos, keeping it very simple. There will be no editing. I'm just hitting the record button, doing a video, saying what I say, and when I'm all done talking, I hit the stop and I upload it. Now, I'm hoping to refine that as time goes on, but not in the immediate future. I just want to have fun. I don't want this to be complicated or a second job. I have enough work time in my first job, people. I'm not looking for a part-time job. I'm looking to expand my hobby. And this is one way of expanding it. How many more? 2. I'm looking at trash in this tray. I threw some away already. Oh, this is a tough canvas, only because it's taxing me with trash. It's glue issues. There are some parts of this canvas where the beads literally go swimming. That glue is so loose. Now, because working on budget kits and working on this kit in particular, this is a budget kit. I haven't done it in a long time. I bought premium kits, and the diamond paintings that I worked on were those kits. Yes, those kits come with issues. There's no thing like perfection. You can get trashy drills, you can run out of drills. You can have bad printing in spots. Those kits are not perfection, but you can have an avenue of complaint, refunds, replacements, loose drills, spill drills. You just contact customer service, and within an hour, you generally get an invoice, and your missing beads are on the way. I've had to use that service, and there was no issue. Easy to contact, prompt response, all those things. Only thing that fails you in that practice is how long it takes for it to get from point A to point B, and thank you, U.S. Postal Service. But for the most part, you're paying for that service because you're paying top dollar for that kit and the customer service. And if the two don't go hand in hand, that premium company is just about to lose a customer and many others because word gets out. But with the budget kits, I'm expecting lesser. My expectations are not that high. I expect the canvases to be workable. I expect the canvases, even with a little effort, to be readable. What canvases I pick and whether or not it's a good image for a 30 by 30, that's up to me. And I know what to look for. I know that these busy canvases are not going to read on a 30 by 30. Either you get a 40 by 50 or a 40 by 60 or even a 40 by 70. Or pass on the picture. Because you're not going to get results that will be ultimately very pleasing for you. Alright? I am aware of that. And I don't mind the extra effort because I know it comes with the territory. I don't expect much gapping on a Diamond Art Club, especially of late. And I don't get much gapping in a Diamond Art Club. That canvas is printed to scale. And those drills seat and click next to each other. They just do. This painting has a lot of gapping. I'm going to have to mica finish it. If you all don't know what that means, that's fine. I'm going to actually do that on camera during one of my Whip and Wonders. I've already done it for the lower half of the canvas because I had to roll it up for it to fit on my workspace. I'll go over all that when I'm at the finishing point of this one. But budget kits are giving me an opportunity to venture into themes and creating portfolios of different things that I've had to otherwise pass on. So I want a portfolio, the 30 by 40 or the 40 by 50, the A2 or the A3. I think I bought one of each, of different themes. So I'm going to need multiples of those portfolios, and as I acquire those themes, I can start building them. I can't do that with premium. No, 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 no. I'm not going to take out a second mortgage to have a diamond painting. Not doing it. So, I'm venturing in with my eyes wide open. With my eyes wide open. I know that there's licensed and non-licensed images out there. You don't always know what you're getting. Mostly not licensed. I'm aware of that. And I am aware of the taboo surrounding it. I'm aware of that. I'm not in denial. And every man for himself. There are ways of avoiding that. There are ways of jumping in with your eyes wide open. You can reach out to the artist. You can buy see if you can license that piece of art individually. You can call attention to an artist's licensed gallery where they're selling their own artwork and maybe draw some traffic towards that in the hopes that somebody seeing it might make a purchase who otherwise would not. There's other ways of compensating artists other than having a third party do it for you. I've actually done it. 2 years ago I found out. I bought a canvas, really liked it, and realized when I saw it randomly that it belonged to a certain artist, and I told them what I did and I that I had purchased it, that it was available, and did they know about it? I didn't know it was a thing at the time. I just thought, oh, this is actually this person's artwork. I ended up donating $10 to United Way in their name. As, so low budget compensation, just to pay them homage. And I thought it felt right. I've done it in the past, and I can certainly do that in the future. Yeah, it's more money out of your pocket, but if the vendor didn't take care of the artist in the right way, doesn't mean that I can't do something as a consumer, as an individual. And that's my choice. I'm under no obligation to do anything. So, I am venturing into the land of endless art and building those portfolios. And I'm going to have fun doing it. I'm going to have fun. I don't have to deny myself now because of price point. I can actually be creative. I can have a portfolio of nothing about, other than like fantasy warriors or dragons or birds, or it's affordable. I can buy a $4 canvas that I like and put it in my portfolio and start building my collection of images. I can do that now, so I'm looking forward to it. Again, going into it with my eyes wide open, and know that I may either inadvertently or intentionally buy a piece of licensed art. And I will, at that time, choose what to do about it. bring the artist's attention to it, who probably know if the art's being stolen on these sites. They probably know it. But just in case they don't. And see if I can do what I did in the past. Maybe make a small donation to a charity that they are patrons of in their name as some type of homage to them. We'll see. 1, 2, 3. But I'm not avoiding it as I have in the past. I'm choosing to make that an outlet. I think I have 2 right here. Yeah, 2 arrows right there. Oh, here's some more trash. If you're wondering what trash, you see that tiny little... Oh, let me see here. Let's see if I can put it on my finger. See that? That's not even around. That's just a bit of plastic. Trash. Misshapen. I'm picking up one because I'm not sure. I'm trying to see here. Yeah, there's another one. Pick up another one. And, well, that's just a little piece of plastic. You may say, Kelly Renee, what's the big deal? Well, the big deal is if these bags are weighed and there's a lot of trash in it, it takes the space of usable beads, and you could be shorted on the count. If the bags are weighed, and there's an assumption that if it weighs this many grams, then the right amount of beads are in the bag. Well, if it's full of trash, those trash beads aren't usable, and now I'm running short. That's the downside of trash. So, yes, budget. Okay, what am I expecting? What am I expecting as I venture back into the budget world? And I think, like I said, I think the quality of budget kits has improved since 2019, 2020, when I was a regular consumer of trash kits. Trash kits. I'm looking at a piece of trash and I said trash kits. Of budget kits. Budget friendly. I'm expecting inaccurate sizing. I'm expecting a lower quality printing. I'm expecting a lower quality of drills. I'm expecting, and this is the one thing that I'm not looking forward to working with budget-friendly kits. Is that a piece of trash? No, just kind of crooked. DSA, double stick adhesive. I worked with it. I know how to work with it. I know how to compensate for rivers. I know how to compensate for bad tape. I know how to retape. I know how to convert. I know all these things. I haven't worked with double-sided tape in some time. It has its pros, it has its cons. It's super sticky for one. Your drills will not swim across the canvas with double-sided tape like it will for bad poured glue. Trust me, I know a thing about that. But you do have to deal with the rivers. You do have to deal with the other nuances of working with double-sided tape. Not crazy about jumping back into that well. Not crazy about it. But I'm trying to read this canvas. Like over here, I'm looking for T's. And I'm looking for the arrows, since that is the trays I have out. Now I want to look at it. I want to limit my field of vision, so I use a piece of parchment paper. Even though it's transparent, it kind of guides my eye just to look here. Not that I won't miss it, because trust me, I will. I just want to look at it. There's a T. I want to look at it in just small chunks. Give myself a better chance of finding what I'm looking for. So, my expectations are a little bit lower But I do expect that the kits, in whatever form they're in, are usable, workable. May not get the best results, but I can venture in and get a result. You know, I don't expect it to be completely unreasonable, unreadable. I think the trick is to choose kits that are, there's another one too right there, that are appropriate for the size of the canvas. Assuming that the canvas sizes they give you are the full canvas, not the drill size, but the full canvas. You have to look at that. What is on this painting? What's in focus? What's in the background? How big is this canvas? How much detail am I going to lose? Am I going to get the detail I want? I'm going to lose some, I'm aware. But the detail that I'm looking for, is it there? You can just take an educated guess based on that information. You may not always be right. I don't expect that I'm going to be right. I think I'll make good decisions and bad decisions, and that's on me. Maybe it's something that I can work with. Maybe it's not. And if it's not, it can go back. And if there is some issue with the tape, and it's very bad, I'll take the tape off and convert it to a port glue. Or I'll retape it. I've done that. Shouldn't have to. And here's my thought on that. I'm wondering what your thoughts are. I say you shouldn't have to. And I shouldn't have to because I paid the price they asked. Right? You asked for $5.98. That's what I paid. And in that exchange, I should receive what you offered. I shouldn't receive some version of it. I should receive that. With the expectation it's a workable, usable product. Not saying that, I'm expecting, I'm not expecting, I say lesser quality. What I should be saying is quality not quite as high as a premium kit, which I know what that looks like. Well schooled. I'm not expecting that. I'm not paying for it. Why should I expect it? Did I cover up something that wasn't? No, I did not. So, but in the same vein, I do expect to receive a usable, workable product in exchange for what you asked for, vendor. So, it's a two-way street. But at the same time, because I do have experience, sorry about that, I must be getting a notification. With the experience that I have, I should be able to work with whatever they give me, if I'm willing to work with it. Like this canvas, all kinds of problems. But I am working with it. I can account for it. I can do the things that need to be done to make this to have this canvas have a better end result. With the mica finishing, with the sealing, with the respacing of the rows, trying to lessen the amount of gapping that I have, making it less visible, all those things. So I can work with what I have. And that's what I'm doing with this canvas, and I can do it with others. So I'm jumping back into the budget world for mostly self-serving reasons. Let me keep it real. Keep it honest. Yeah. I want to save money, and I want different kinds of themes that I can indulge myself with at a premium level. It's not practical, and I'm not going to do it. I don't want to just get one tiger canvas for $70. 1, 2, 3. I like to have 4, maybe. That would be like almost $300. No, that now I'm pricing myself out of the opportunity to build myself a portfolio of a Wild Kingdom portfolio. That's what I want. I want a fantasy portfolio. There's another arrow right there. I'm hoping the clarity on my tablet, which is what I'm using to film, and the closeness of this is giving you a good view. I'll look at this video partially. I don't want to hear me talk. I wish I had a better, more soothing voice. But I don't. I have this voice. I hope it's not too annoying. It is if I had to listen to it all day, and I kind of do, but I ignore me. That's how I get away with it. I ignore me. 1, 2... What's that? That's not an arrow. Oh, just 2. I'm going to single place into that. If you're a new diamond painter, practice multi-placing. You'll be glad you did. It becomes very second nature after a while, but like all of us, you're going to get frustrated. It's just not going to work out the first time you try. It's not a skill set that we learn over time as we, get older. Oh, the plastic is there. As we get older, no, it's not something, you learn as a baby, and by the time you're a preteen, you just shrug your shoulders at it. This is one of those acquired abilities. And you can't acquire it if you don't try. But, oh, is that an arrow? Let me look through the camera. Sometimes it's hard to, yeah. Found one. Was trying to hide. Okay, I'm just kind of scanning over. It's kind of boring, gosh. It's two different drills, but they're very close in color. Confetti heavy, this canvas. I like every square inch is confetti. I'm fine with it. Even if some of it is gratuitous confetti. It doesn't need to be there, but this is computer generated. And that's the other thing that you get more with budget kits over premium. Especially now, as more and more hand rendering shops are appearing. The hand rendering it streamlines some of the confetti. Lessens it, makes it easier. It sharpens the image. It clarifies the image. It sets boundaries on the image. 1, 2, just 2 more. With computer generated, you get a softness. You get something closer to the image that was used. It's a softer rendering. It doesn't have those hard edges. It doesn't have that streamlining. I like that look. It's not always fun getting through the process of something that's heavy confetti, but I don't mind confetti. So I'm okay with it. And it's nice to be able to work on something that isn't so sharp. That the art stands on its own. It hasn't been modified for practical purposes. It just is what it is, what it is. And that's a computer generated. And that's what you can get more from a budget kit than you can from a premium kit, depending upon the vendor you go to. Diamond Art Club hand renders everything, which is a good thing because it does do all that streamlining, and another set of eyes, another set of artist eyes made the imagery make sense where it necessarily wasn't going to make sense per the computer's attempt. But with budget kits, either you don't get any hand rendering or very little. I suspect that. I found that. and 2 more right there. Let me go ahead and fill those in. So to have that softer computer rendered imagery, I can go to the international sites and know that I'm going to get that. I'm seeing the results of that softer computer generated imagery on this canvas. You don't see the canvas, you're just seeing a small. But when I show the canvas, you'll see, and we'll talk about it again. But that's another benefit, I think, of budget kits. So I'm looking forward to kind of rediscovering. I saw it. I've got an arrow in my hand. I looked away, and now I can't find it. It happens all the time. That's why I try to use my other hand to kind of keep my place. And there is another one right there and right there. Okay, right here. Now I know where it is. And I know that I'm going to miss some. That's fine. It's inevitable. I'm just trying to catch all the ones I can as I'm kind of in the mode of just doing these 2 colors. And I hope that you've enjoyed this time so far with me. I've enjoyed it with you. I've enjoyed talking to my virtual people. Right now I have no people. I'm a brand new channel. And that's fine. I hope to have future people. I hope you will be one of them and subscribe to the channel. And hit the notification bell so every time I do one of my reveal and react or my whip and wonders or something else that I'm doing, you'll be notified. You can jump in and see what's up. Appreciate your support. Appreciate a like if you've enjoyed, been amused, entertained, or informed. If you'll give me a thumbs up, that's also pretty much appreciated. Let me know your thoughts on some of the topics, the specialty drills, budget kits versus premium kits. What do you think of my kitting up station? That was kind of like extra, or I would never have that much space or that type of kitting up station because, you know, that's just not suitable for you. I have other options as well. Let me show you this before I kind of sign off. And where are we on time? 1 hour, 7 minutes. Right here. I wanted to keep my whip and wonders between an hour to an hour and a half. No shorter than an hour, no more than an hour and a half. So I'm right in that, I'm in the zone. This is something that I built weeks into learning how to diamond paint. I bought my canvas on Amazon. I had a bunch of baggies, and I tried different little boxes to put the baggies in. And no matter what I tried, they were all annoying. The baggies would flop and flip all over each other, and I couldn't keep them straight, and I had to dig through the box looking for that particular number. I built this using dollar store finds, and I call it my baggie caddy. Oh, I probably need to, let me go back to, I don't think I can, you see this? I would have to pull this camera all the way back. Let me see if I can. Yeah, I can't get it much smaller because I have it all rigged. Okay. In the future, I'll show this again. But it's just those little utility trays that you put forks and knives in, and you just take a piece of cut up cardboard and weave it between the slats, and then your baggies can sit in the openings in order. This whole thing costs like $2 and it holds like 35 bags. It's easy. I'll show that in a future video when I'm not so zoomed in. But I thought of it when I was speaking of it. But anyway, I think I'm about ready to wrap this up. Thank you for joining me. This is my first Whip and Wonder. I hope you enjoyed your time with me. I hope the music was soothing. I hope the conversation was thought-provoking. I hope it didn't trigger anybody. And before you exit stage right, I will ask for you to comment, like, and subscribe. It's appreciated. And as you go forward into your everyday life, sharing your shine, hopefully, with others, remember to practice tolerance and respect. It's something we all deserve. Thank you for your time. Thank you for joining me. Hope to see you in a future video. And until next time, take care.